What's up, podcast fans? It's your buddy Adam, the PhD, the previously heavy dude, and this is a very special edition of the Million Pound Mission podcast. I'm fired up that you are here. This is a special reboot strategy session. You get to listen in as I do a 15-minute hot seat session with one of my Transformation ReBoot clients, and we're going to dive deep on their top transformation danger zone. I think you get a lot out of these. You know, I'm somebody that's in the trenches. I enjoy working hands-on with clients and really digging deep on the areas that can really benefit them, that they can see the most impact from. I think a lot of these episodes you'll listen and go, man, I struggle with that too. And you're going to hear my best strategies and solutions for each one of those danger zones. So if you are digging this, hit me up on Instagram at Million Pound Mission. Let me know. But also, if you're like, wow, how can I participate in something like this amazing program? How do I do it, Adam? Tell me. Well, I'll let you know after the episode. I'll give you all the details on how you can become a Transformation ReBoot client and how you can save 50% on your launch fee and all the good information there. So hang out after the episode to get dialed in with the Transformation ReBoot program. But without further ado, let's dive into this strategy session. All right, Tracy, welcome to your hot seat session. What would you like to focus on today, my friend?
Oh, a couple of things. One is dealing with illness. I've not so much been ill, but I've had this awful chest wheezing, can't breathe thing. And it's, my nutrition is solid, but it's my exercise. It's suffering. I mean, I've only been getting a couple of workouts a week, and it's like, I can't breathe. I'm using my inhaler, and it's tough. And now I feel like I'm just, when I go back, I've got to start all over again. Yeah.
We all get sick at some point. That's the thing. And it's one of those, we can't be at our best, but we can still do our best things. Nail the nutrition. You can do some extra mobility time. But I think it's more about just letting your body heal. So in that moment, focus on getting some extra sleep, try to lower stress levels. We've got one of the Vibe plates at the gym that'll help with lymphatic system. So hop on that a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll stimulate recovery a little bit faster. Then, just take care of your body, and that way you get back faster. And you'll have, your first one or two workouts back will be a little sucky. And a lot of times you kind of have that lung burn thing going on, but ease into it and you'll be just fine. I think the key is just making sure your food's tight and focus on letting your body heal, because we all get sick.
Yeah, I refuse to admit that I'm sick. I'm not sick. I just can't breathe.
Is that a doctor thing? I never get sick.
Nope, we never get sick.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay to be sick every once in a while. But yeah, so does that help?
Yes, it does. I didn't think about the Vibe plate. That's good. The lymphatic. That's good.
And especially if you're kind of stuffed up, chest congestion, head congestion, I like to... a lot of people just stand on it, but I'll sit on it and kind of lean back, or just put my palms on it and kind of bridge up, and that really rattles through my midsection and my head. And a lot of people don't like it, but I do.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. That's good.
Yeah.
Plus, I like to sing while I'm on it because you sound really fun.
You can do fun Chewbacca noises also.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. All right. Well, what else? What else you got for me?
The other is things that I know we've discussed this before, and you've discussed it on podcasts, but my family is just not supportive as far as helping me stay on plan.
Yeah.
There's just junk everywhere around the house. I mean, everywhere. Just stuff that I can't eat. And then they all sit there and eat it. And it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just more willpower they have to muster up every second that I'm home.
Yeah, I mean, this is an issue. This is going to be an ongoing issue for pretty much everybody that's trying to be healthy. So, first thing that we got to realize is that the most impossible thing to ever do is to control somebody else. That's as much as we want to suggest, especially family members, because it seems like they will do the opposite. If we try to control them, they automatically go way in the opposite direction, and that sucks. Do you feel like it's bothering you more temptation-wise, or just mentally that the family isn't on board, hurt feelings type of thing, or a little bit mix of both there?
It is probably a mixture of both.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe 75% temptation and 25%, I'm used to them not being supporting me. So that doesn't bother me that much anymore, but it's just the temptation, I guess.
Yeah, but it's always nice. Like this is your crew. These are the people that you love. They love you. And we always hope that, like my big thing around the house is everybody needs to turn lights off. When they leave a room, turn the damn lights off. And I'm on them about it all the time. And then, nobody does. It seems like, I'm like, hey, can we work on turning the lights off? And then I get home and like more lights are on. It's like you can see us from the heavens. Our house glows. That's always a bummer. But I feel like, have you ever had like a real true sit down with the family as far as like, here's what I'm trying to accomplish. Here's why it's important. Here's why I need your help type of a thing.
I think I have tried on a couple occasions. It's been a while, but and I always get the same, well, just because you're eating this way doesn't mean we have to eat this way. Right. Well, it's true. Yeah. I'm not trying to impose this upon you, but at the same time, you could lighten up a little bit. Yeah.
Are they eating like really unhealthily or is it
Oh, no. It's just just chips and cookies and cakes. Popcorn, I think. Which is not good for them either. I'm on them about that.
Yeah. So it wasn't this bad, but I had a chat with my wife, Marissa, a couple weeks ago, because I noticed the kids were kind of, it was a holiday season. They were kind of doing a lot of cookie stuff, a lot of ice cream stuff, and I was like, I sat down with her and I was like, listen, I never give it to them. Like I will not do it. Like I just don't feel good giving it to them. But I don't care that she does every once in a while, and that's fine. Like I'm not going to be mad about that. But I was like, listen, let's get on the same page with this, because I feel like the kids, like I want our kids to be healthy, and I want them to, grow up healthy, not have like sugar addiction. I really want to work on it. And, I want us to just lead a little bit more with like healthy options. And I'm like, let's just take a few of these things out. Like just the heavy sugar treats. Let's just like, and we kind of just got on the same page on a few things that we were just going to be like, all right, these are out of the picture. We explain it to the kids. And, we're in charge of the groceries. So it's like once we got on the same page about those basic things, we were able to eliminate those things. And the kids haven't really, my kids are 8 and 3. They don't have any say on it. They can't go drive and go somewhere and buy something. Right. Now, your kids can. Yes. But then it's like, it's kind of that transitioning them into being an adult. It's like, okay, you're a teenager. You have a car. You can drive. But if you're going to spend your own money, then that's cool. I think getting your husband on board with not providing those snacks for them, just be like, listen, these are our kids. You're a grown man. You can make the choices you want to make. But I think it would be a good thing to, and you take the angle of the children, not I want you to change what you're doing. It's more of let's team up and make sure that we're doing the right things for our kids, because that's, we're parents. That's an important thing. We don't want no parent wants to see their kid get diabetes or cancer or heart disease or anything like that. Like we want to promote healthy things. Right. So I think if you approach the conversation from that, don't even touch his stuff. Be like, you can do what you do, but let's get on the same page about the kids. And then and just create some non-negotiables. Like we're not going to buy chips, or we're not going to buy ice cream, and just have like a few things. Like let's just take these out, like with us, we would have a lot of like organic cereal, and the kids would eat cereal, but it's still cereal, and there's a lot of carbs, a lot of sugar and stuff like that in it. Right. And so I was like, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the ice cream. Let's get rid of the cookies. And like, let's just eliminate those things. We don't buy those things. It's treats every once in a while, not an everyday thing. Because it's easy if Hannah, she's so cute, and she starts like, if she starts crying, then we both like, just give her whatever she wants. Yeah. And I'm sure like with teenagers, they can just turn into raging assholes about it, And,
exactly.
So it's kind of a similar thing. Like, just give them whatever they want, just to shut them up. Yeah. So if you can kind of get on a united front with your spouse, and then approach the kids and just take a few things off the top. Don't do a radical thing, but maybe you can pick the things that are really tempting for you, that are really unhealthy for them, and we just pluck a few of those things out for a couple of weeks. And then maybe 2-3 weeks down the line, you take one more thing, like, all right, we're only doing chips on the weekend or something like that, or just eliminating like baby steps. I feel like because that's where the kids and spouses will freak out. It's like, we're wiping the slate clean, no longer, and you will all eat like me, and then they revolt, and that never works. So, so kind of like baby stepping it. Step one: talk to Lance, and just have a conversation about the kids. Focus on the kids, and pick one or two foods that are like, okay, those are out. We're just not going to do those anymore. And honestly, I don't even think you have to tell the kids that. Like, you go grocery shop and they just don't show up for a while. I mean, they still have some of the other things still. And you just slowly kind of whittle away at the list of crap in the house and make it like, it's like if you want to improve on your plank position and plank and hold, you can plank every day and just add like 2 or 3 seconds. You won't even notice the difference. And it's kind of just making it a nice, easy transition. But, maybe month by month, even if you just eliminate one thing out of the house each month, and by the end of the year, you've taken 12 things out that were unhealthy for them, that were tempting for you. And that's a big difference. So is that helpful? Is that making sense?
Yes, that's very, very good. Good idea.
Yes.
I just have to get Lance on board. That's the tricky part.
That's going to be the tricky part. But I mean, you got to think, all right, what you can't control how he reacts, but we can control how we approach it. And, you guys are married, and it's like you're a team, you're partners. You got to come at it, calm situation, come at it,
Right.
You know him better than anybody. So when he's usually not wore out, not frustrated, not upset about something else already, like, don't use this as a bargaining chip in some other argument or anything like that.
Right.
And just like, if it's in the morning or if it's on the weekend or, if you're, whatever, or date night or whatever, like, bring that up at a time that the waters are nice and calm.
Right. Sure.
And just bring it from an honest, open space, and don't make it about you. Don't make it about him. Make it about the kids.
The kids,
and you'll get residual impact out of that.
Great.
And then, you approach it in that way, and you don't give them anything. 'Cause you're not starting an argument. You're asking for help. You're asking for a favor. And this is a conversation that I have with my wife a lot, because sometimes as a spouse, they hear us saying something, like, especially if one person's eating healthy and the other person's not, in your situation, they could see it as you judging them or, kind of like shaming them type of thing, being critical, So you have to really emphasize, like, hey, I'm asking for help. I'm asking for your help. I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm not saying we will do this. I'm saying this is something that I want help with, and I need your help with because you're my partner. And being really clear with it. And if they get combative, just be like, and just back up a little bit and be like, listen, I'm just asking for help. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody.
Right.
And like, I have to do this all the time because my wife's natural state is to get defensive and like, let's debate about it, and she's competitive and she wants to win. Like, if she gets a chance to win a debate, she's like, and then she like digs in. I'm like, we're not debating about anything. I'm just asking for help. Like, with like the lights, I'm like, I'm just asking for help. This isn't, you're wrong and I'm right. It's like, I pay the light bill. I care about like greenhouse effect, our carbon footprint. These are things I care about. And it doesn't, hurt anybody to flip a light switch off every once in a while, and it's hard to not be critical of them in that moment, but you have to really come from that really relaxed place of, I just need some help. I need some help, yo.
Okay, great. And if all else fails, I have the sword.
Yeah. The sword's coming off the wall if this doesn't work out well, Lancey boy. No, but I think it's like, you've kind of worked these muscles by getting better at asking people like me for help, or when you're in trouble and you need some accountability coaching, or you need to tag in somebody to help you out. Come from that place, not the I'm pissed off about this and you guys are screwing up my diet place. Like, you have to come from a different place, and a different mindset. So it's important, I guess. Also, we talked about his mindset. Make sure your mindset is good and that you're not, hangry, and you aren't like coming off a hard day of work. Like, that's not the time to bring it up, or when it's happening. Like, I think that's important too. Like, when they are sitting there eating the Doritos in front of you, that's not when you bring it up, because they will feel judged. They will feel like you're criticizing them. So do it totally outside of that. So you've got to pick your sweet spot and then go for it. And maybe it doesn't connect the first time. I've been there where it's like, you know how spouses can be. They kind of tune you out a little bit, like, yeah, awesome, cool. I'm watching the game, or The Bachelor's on, So you might have to bring it up a second time and just keep picking your spot and just don't bring it up at the wrong time. Because you may get one real clean shot at this, and you got to take advantage of it.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
No, that was it. Those are my two big ones.
Excellent. So we're going to heal up. We're going to listen to our body. Just pace things out with your workouts, with your chest congestion. Hit some vibe plate time. Make sure that we're getting sleep.
Yes, I'm getting sleep.
Good. All right, sleep. Good. We will shake our heads in unison. Yes, sleepy time. And then, just approach the conversation about the family support lightly. I think we're going to do a deep dive with the group on this sooner than later, because a lot of people are asking about this stuff. So it's going to happen. But
good.
Otherwise, we're good to go?
Yes.
All right, Tracy. Good job on your hot seat. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning into this episode. I hope you got a ton of value out of it. And if you are somebody that is intrigued by this Transformation ReBoot program, I want you to check it out. I want you to dive in, take the information for a spin, and see what you think. You can head on over to millionpoundmission.com or click the link in the show notes and check out the Transformation ReBoot program. If you decide to dive in, use the promo code 50, FIFTY, to save 50% on your launch fee. Now, the Transformation ReBoot program is unlike anything else out there because it's not centrally focused on a nutrition program. It's not centrally focused on a new, shiny fitness program. It's focused on having a better game plan and providing support around that game plan, providing coaching and connection and community around that game plan. We've got an amazing mastermind group of like-minded individuals that are going to be relatable to you, that are going through this process together. Our community is awesome. We get to do monthly reboot strategy calls, just like the one you just listened to. We do weekly small group connection calls where we dive into topics or transformation danger zones, but it is just support. And that is what most people lack with their transformation. Again, they're willing to put in the work. They just don't have the support network around them to succeed. And that is about to change for you, my friend. Check out the Transformation ReBoot program. Go to millionpoundmission.com or click the link in the show notes.